already been recording with Japanese artists with a producer named Mr. Shinkawa, who at first, when I first started working for him, he couldn't speak any English. And he had always had somebody to translate for him. But I would sing, do background stacks, vocals, that kind of thing. And he said, I'm going to learn to speak English. I said, okay. So I didn't see him for about a year and a half. He would come every year. I did this for like 4 or 5 years. And then one day he came up and he goes, hello, Maxayn. I can speak English now.
Wow.
I was like, how did you do that? He said he listened to the radio, the Armed Services Networks. They have English class on the radio at 6 o'clock in the morning every day. So he started studying that. He learned to speak English. It was crazy. But he always told me, if you ever come to Japan, here's my phone number. Call me. And because you're on a lot of records, and a lot of people want to meet you. So I'm like, okay. I didn't think anything about it. Then this comes up that we're going to go to Japan. I had never been there before. So I said, okay, this will be fun. So I go there. We're there. We go over to the club. We do the sound check. We're going to start the whole thing. Everybody's excited. Ooh, you know. So we're walking around. It's so different. Very unique place. And then we go in. We do the gig. All these people are there. And they're throwing these little cranes, you know, little paper folded cranes. They're throwing those, and they're with a red little string tied to them, and they're throwing them, and they're throwing them right at the keyboard where I'm sitting. They're throwing. They're all over my piano and on me and down on the floor. So they come and the club comes and they pick it all up, put it in the basket. All these good luck cranes. And I said, oh, that's so nice. You know, it's really cold and everything. They're giving me these little gifts. You know, I don't know, just little paper rings. And so then second day I thought, oh, Mr. Shinkawa lives here. I have to call him. So I called on the phone, said, hello, I want to speak to Mr. Shinkawa. And he immediately, whoever answered the phone went mushy mushy. Then then somebody said, I said, hello. Then they must have just handed him the phone because I'm speaking English. And he went like, Maxayn, is that you? I said, yeah, it's me. He said, yes, I know you're playing. And I'm going to come see you tomorrow night. I said, okay. So great. He's going to come see me. This is a guy I know, somebody I know in Japan.
Right.
So he comes down the next night, and I'm in my dressing room, and there's this basket, and this basket is about this big, and about that deep, and it's filled now with those little cranes. So he said, oh, the people like you so much. This is your basket? And I go like, yeah. And he says, what are you going to do with it? And I said, I don't know. He said, well, you do realize this is money.
Whoa. I've never seen that when I was over there.
It's money. He said, yeah. And he unfolded it.
It was yen?
Took it out. It was 10,000 yen notes.
Oh, wow. Like $10.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
1,000 yen is
it was $100. It was $100. Yeah.
Yeah. He said, they really like you?
Yeah.
I was like, are you kidding me? Right? Oh, no.
Wow.
Yeah. So he said, so you know how many #1 records you're on here? I said, I have no idea. He said 17. But I had never been to Japan. I just saw on the stuff, and I didn't know that
these songs from Maxayn, songs from background?
Japanese artists, J-pop.
Oh.
And I sang the background
for
a lot of artists. Toshinobu Kubota, An Lee, Akina Nakamori, Sano Motoharu, I mean, on and on. Like, and I did a lot of commercials.
They are devoted fans.
They
Japanese
are very, very devoted. Then they said they're having a party for you in Aoyama, at Aoyama University. So I said, oh, okay, why a party? I thought it'd be like just like people eating dinner in a restaurant. And I got there and there's a line down the street, like people curving around. I was like, wow, what's going on there? So that's your party. And I said, my party? Why? Said, because they want you to sign your albums.
They
I had, you had no idea that anybody in Japan knew any Maxayn music.
Yeah.
And they all had my albums that I was signing albums, and they were playing it, and it was crazy.
You can have a whole other career going on that you don't know about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did over there. That's why
That's
I stayed
the beauty
for so long.
of music is.
Yeah.
It goes places.
Yeah, it grows. People don't think that it does, but it does. It grows.